Please don't say nothing, okay? Okay. Well, the B Street has moved to Duck Range Road, and some who know that's true. I'm looking at myself too much. Am I defense mode? That's Simba. Am I? I'm not autistic, and I have respect for the autistic. And someone's here with me, but she's been informed not to say anything. Because I would appreciate it if you did. Because there's so few know about this YouTube stream. And this is Simba. He's not. That's not a. That's not a. He doesn't know he's on camera now. He doesn't. Sure looks suspicious. I'm trying to figure these cats out, and there's no understanding the cats. So why did they leave the Sphinx here, the ancient Egyptians? I don't know. But that's a happy cat because he's happy to hear. And I call myself Pop Pop to the cat. And that's just because that's what I call myself. He knows that to be true. I'm his cat dad, and that's good enough for me because that's all it's ever going to be. I'm not having children. I'm not. And if there's something Pat wants to say, he can call me 778-694-8893. Anybody can. It's open line. Anybody can call me. But I got a pretty good fixing. Except that, somebody's thinking about calling me. Well, you should call. Well, you're probably in California, so you should call out Northeast and ask if they've ever heard of me, because maybe they haven't heard of me. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Maybe nobody out back east. As my grandma Denise would have said, back east. And that would be in Quebec, probably for her, because she would have called back there and kept in touch. She spoke French on the phone. I know that from hearing her on the phone as a child. And I was a child once, and Simba, he's on camera. I don't know, he's being pretty suspicious. I don't know, but there's a mountain cat family, and there's cougars and mountain cats and lions, and they're a big family off my mountain, and there's lots of them. So if Ben Carr was doing only legal things with mountain cats, that's fine. Treating them and not shooting them. But if you're running some sort of legal operation on there, I'll know about it. And mountain cats don't attack humans. But if they're poaching, then Val, he moved up there to have an influence with you. And me and Val, we used to know each other. But he's got an idea. And I'm trying to, and you won't go. You're double crossing me then. So he's chose to double cross me, and everybody who sees he wants to try and make a relationship work, or he's not sure because he hasn't called me. So 778-694-8893 Valdic, and there's someone here, but I've asked her not to talk because she's not on the content creation right now. So this is what this is content creation, and I got to fix it, and nobody else has. It's for me because, Valdic already has money, and he bought a new place recently, and that doesn't affect me at all because it's not my place, Valdic. So are you a Hell's Angel, or are you just a deep cover mole? Because you put the colors on, like the patch. Some would call that's what it was called at one point. I read it in a book. 13 Hell's Angels at War, Valdic. I read that at 13. I never told you that in person. My grandpa Wayne would have probably saw it on the kitchen table in White Mobile where I was raised, and he probably would have told his select group of friends. So he knew I read it. And I read Anarchist Cookbook in secret online. And when I just knocked on the door to see if I could do laundry, nobody answered. So I'll go do laundry in town. He probably hasn't found this yet because he doesn't know where to look. So he's going to need some time because we had an argument this morning. He hasn't called the cops on me, and he's an organized criminal, so I didn't threaten him, no. But he's an organized criminal, so he's using Wayne Assel's money to try and have me put in jail or try and have me ran out of the dope business. And he thinks and Grandpa Wayne knew I did one thing good and one thing good at all. That was selling drugs. And in Kamloops, I'm not beloved by everybody, no, but the seniors, citizens, and they're all retired or they have a small business and this and that. Please don't say anything because I asked you not to. Okay, thank you. And because I'm not being rude, I'm just making sure because this is part of my content creation. I don't want because to me, 80 plus couple years of age is to me very important, and each and every one of them, and because I'm allowed to sell dope because I'm not the crooked pope, and There is no crooked pope. There isn't. There's a good man who's pope, and he is Pope Francis, and the pope before him was Pope Benedict, and then there was that's a TV show. I'm not trying to involve that, and well, guy, well, guy they know doesn't exist because that's how I've always said his name. So, well, the two men who broke into a man's motorhome, will they say sorry? Because they broke in with a bat and a machete, and I just grabbed them by the scruff of the neck each, pulled them together, and I held them tight because it was a life or death situation. I held them tight and I got them in close, and they just swung and they were swinging, because they were both, one was left-handed, one was right-handed, or the other hand they couldn't get a good swing on me, and I held them tight, and they felt the strength of me when in a life and death situation, and in a life and death situation, well, they stopped swinging, and I could see at night because of my training in the wilderness with when mountain cat country when I used to camp at the creek. Used to when Ben Keane knew I was camped out down there, no gun. And nobody does that out here, nobody. Because it's mountain cat country. There's lots of mountain cats around there. I'm tracking a big one up by the radio tower, and that thing's been beefed up. I don't think it has anything to do with Ben Carr or Val Savage. Nothing. So, will somebody say, who's got to call who? Because I can call anybody I want. Nobody tells me what to do. And so, who doesn't own British Columbia? Well, I know the man. He's not the man because the man represents, as I understand, the Pentagon, and I'm not the man, and I'm not. I represent being a proud Canadian, and the working men and women of Canada. I think they're all proud of that, and some have found this YouTube stream, and some haven't, and somebody else is typing, and I stay up when I stay up for 2 days because I'm barely on any kind of methamphetamine. I don't use synthetic stuff that I get off the internet, and it comes from a place called the UK, and it's not even. Well, it's still speed, but it's for content creation, so it's a different chemical compound. So if I get a little squirrely, well, hey, one thing, Uncle Sam doesn't have his hand so far down my tit, he's making my tit turn purple. He doesn't. That's not happening because Uncle Sam's not bothering me at all. Because I'd be shut off the internet if he was bothering me. I don't think he even knows about this stream, so hopefully he doesn't. But that's a brand, and I don't have any right to say. But this is content creation, so I'll just change my tube. And well, I do content creation well. I just woke up a couple hours ago now, so I'm gonna just wake up and have a cinnamon roll because someone's got to hear me chew, and she doesn't like that. But I just met her, so.